living in it, since you were is that bigotry? Is that or not? And I don't mean like racial or ethnic. It's more like class bigotry or something.
Well, I think it's more what your expectations are for what you want your living environment to be. It's just, maybe it's more about control. Maybe I'm like to be controlling. But it's also can be really exciting. I mean, I was just in Austin, Texas, and the vitality of having so many younger people around was really inspiring and really was enjoyable. I still go back to my hotel and get off the street and not be around a lot of drunk people late at night. But it was. So I guess it just depends on what you're practicing on, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it actually could add to the vitality of the neighborhood. I mean, for me, our offices were in South Lake Union, and it was a dead zone, and now there's thousands of people there during the day and even in the evening. And it's a completely changed neighborhood, so it brings life. More people does bring life. It's just a and I think I guess the issue people have right now is it seems that there's a work where some people just come in and make things without much planning, so it's you go
without design.
Yeah.
I mean, they still have to go through the planning.
They still have to get a permit.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It would make more towards the trend of a 24-hour city, right? Because everybody's living in these small apartments. Make the rest of the city your living room and your dining room.
Right. Yeah, and then they can even push for more public transit too.
Yeah, that's crazy talk. More public transit.
One step at a time.
What else did you find drunk people wandering the street?
I was there. It's sort of during the film festival portion, and also which crossed over with the interactive section before the music craziness happened. But it's pretty. I mean, it's just a lot of energy. It's pretty crazy how Austin has that perfect location in that downtown area where they can close off Sixth Avenue or 6th Street, or some people call it Golden Street. Just a wall of clubs and bars, and it just goes on for blocks. On the film side, it's pretty interesting because they're really focused. They're really timed perfectly to capture and get many of those films that didn't get into Sundance. They have a strong American film. For example, Joss Whedon's new film, Much Ado About Nothing, which had its U.S. premiere. It was in Toronto, but he made a film set at his house, around Shakespeare. The week after he came off doing The Avengers, as sort of a therapeutic movie making, low budget. He casts all of his favorite people he's worked with over the years from all of his shows and films and series. And it's a really great festival to discover new filmmakers. There's a lot of filmmakers that there's over 40 films that are crowdfunded there, which is interesting. So I had a really good time. There's some good food. I went out to have some good barbecue, and
you bought yourself some boots.
I didn't do any shopping. It was actually very good.
I'm going to come back to the content.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about music and film and interactive, those are three industries that Seattle cares a lot about. And in some ways, I don't know, South by to me is like a giant promotion. I mean, not that the people who go to it don't have a great time, but as far as I know, many, if not all of the bands that go down make it down there on their own somehow so that they can be seen, and there's an opportunity for that kind of industry moment. So in the sense that Seattle participates so heavily in those industries, I think South by has an impact on us.
It's also very interesting. The question is, why isn't something like that here? Because we actually have a much stronger music scene and business in terms of here in Seattle. We have the basis of the tech here, and we have we actually have the largest film festival in the country in terms of audience here. So it's like, why? But it is actually South by Southwest is actually a for-profit institution. It was founded by the guys who have the newspaper there. So it's it is, you do have to pay your way to get there. But what is the incubator that's created this sort of phenomenon of everyone cramming themselves into this smaller place to create something that's really cool and fun? Where here in Seattle, we have all the elements here. Why?
I think part of it is that we have a kind of fuller festival landscape in general. So even before, for example, I'm a little biased coming from the city arts perspective since we have a festival, but I think that, Bumbershoot's been around for a really long time, block writing has been thriving for a really long time, Sasquatch now has been thriving for a really long time, and so when you have those three and even geographically, the more that put them all in a big fence kind of style most of the time, then it doesn't necessarily leave as much room maybe to figure something like that out.
So here's my question to get to that. So how connected do the three of you feel to a lot of South Africans and the scene? But how connected do you feel, Rocky, to what happens at the City Arts Festival, or City Arts Week, or more generally connected to the culture of the city, the region?
I feel more connected to that's all safe and everything up here because just Seattle, we kind of like music and that was something that I really got here from California.
And that's what you guys are trying to do, right? Is bring artists in and get those artists and people producing out for the region.
Yeah, and just getting a whole new generation of community, that artist community, especially with people. Because it's our art form is being tainted by the industry, so having the true hip hop artists, that's what I think the festival is about. I appreciate that.
Embraced local film. It's in a way that it wasn't as prevalent or as powerful 20 years ago.
We've always liked to highlight what's happening here, but there's been a burgeoning filmmaking scene that's really gone unnoticed, and it's come to light nationally more so in the last decade, even in the last few years. The rise of the powerful women filmmakers that are really making it happen. With Megan Griffiths, who is finishing the film, whose film Eden is opening nationwide, opening at the Uptown. Lynn Shelton, who has really been extraordinary in terms of getting her from what she's received in terms of her success. And so there's a lot to highlight and celebrate here. I just wonder sometimes where maybe we get too siloed in terms of all these little things that are separate entities are. Is there a way to work closer together to create something that would be interesting? We always forget to sell. I don't think we sell ourselves as well as we could in Seattle. We're always, it's like, we're always undervaluing what we have here and looking at what's elsewhere in terms of events. Because it's amazing. Seattle's an amazing place to live because of the cultural diversity and the arts and what
So it's a big deal next week for City Arts Festival. I'd like to say what's something big coming up in arts that you want to know about, given that it's a subscribe.
Well, there's a ton. It's hard to even
name one. Only name one within the next 2 years.
I go to press in 2 days. My brain is not good at tracking things in that way. We're looking forward to SIF, and we're working on a lot of stuff right now that kind of relates exactly to what Carl was just talking about because filmmaking going on right now, and some of that even ties to the stuff that was shown on South by, so there's a link. Dana Hansen's in Corporate Club, just had its premiere.
And now I'm out of time. I apologize. Carl Spence is artistic director at SIF. Name and film that you got coming up soon.
I'm in one right now, Warwick, right now. It was Oscar nominated for Best Foreign Language Film. It's an amazing film. You should see it.
All right. And Greg Garcia is executive director of One Food, a nonprofit agency serving youth from color around the region, and on Sierra, putting out art and music and training them in his office, editor-in-chief of Cedar. Thank you. It's 11 a.m. Later today, during the noon hour, we're going to talk about the sharing economy. What is it? Well, it's a personal exchange of goods and services, person to person, like couch surfing or renting your car out. How does the sharing economy work, and what happens when it goes wrong? Tell us your story about the sharing
Then join us to talk about the sharing economy today during the moment. KUOW-FM Seattle, KUOW-FM digital HD services.
County View School, North End preschool through 8th grade International Baccalaureate Road School focused on integrating arts and academics. Currently accepting applications for the 2013-2014 academic year. Sunview.org.
45 degrees and mostly cloudy in Seattle. It's 11:01. A look at Iraq 10 years after the invasion in 15 minutes.
From NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi Sen. The U.S. market's feeling the sting of Cyprus's latest attempt to escape bankruptcy. The tiny island south of Turkey is planning a tax abatement. The idea is making investors nervous about potential bank runs in other Eurozone nations. Banks in Cyprus will close until Thursday. The last check on Wall Street now is off 29 points at 14,487. The jailed head of the militant Kurdish PKK reportedly says he will make a historic call this week, raising hopes for a ceasefire in Turkey's battle against PKK. NPR's Peter Kenyon reports from Istanbul that a delegation puts an leader in his island prison today.
The delegation traveled to Imrala Island to see Abdullah Öcalan, serving a life term for leading a nearly 3-decade guerrilla war against Turkish forces. They carried comments from PKK leaders in Iraq and Europe on Öcalan's plan to try for a negotiated peace with Turkey. Officials believe the plan will begin Thursday.